the functionality, and I think it was the fact that I had cupboards that didn't open, drawers that didn't work properly, shelving that you couldn't adjust, and little corner areas of the kitchen that you couldn't get into, so whatever you put in that cupboard, you just knew you only wanted to get it out once a year if you were lucky. And when I rang Kitchen Studio, Barry answered the phone, and he was just so lovely and caring and kind, and he said, oh, you know, you need to find a company and a designer that you really gel with, that really fits you, that you feel like you could work with. And I got that feeling immediately from him. And then him inviting me to come in and have a look at the showroom, it was amazing. I'd not seen anything like that at any of the other kitchen places I'd been to. And so I knew straight away, this is where we were meant to be. And it was a no-brainer really after that. Oh, all of it. There's so many things. I think the bench top is probably, the granite's probably the one thing that I didn't think I'd ever be able to have. And so that's my pride and joy, I suppose. But the whole kitchen, there's nothing about that kitchen I'd change. And we love it, and it's fabulous for our family. It's so functional, and that's something we didn't have before. And I think that we didn't appreciate how terrible it was prior to the new kitchen. And that's one of my biggest regrets, that I didn't just do this sooner. The whole process was so much easier than I ever imagined it would be. And now I think, why did we put up with it? We just got used to it. And now that we have this new, fabulous, very, very functional kitchen, I just think I was mad to not do it sooner. Well, to be honest, I didn't get any competitive quotes. I decided I liked Kitchen Studio, I trusted them, I had a really good relationship with the designer and Barry, and so I thought, well, why would I go anywhere else? I don't want to go anywhere else. And even the phone manner of many of the other kitchen places just wasn't the same. I felt as if they didn't really want my business, or you have to come in and we have to do this and you have to sign that and you have to pay for this. I didn't want any of that. So I at the end of the day, thought, if they can give me a kitchen that I can afford, then why would I go somewhere else? And Kitchen Studio had such a great showroom, and I was just touching all the surfaces and looking at all these amazing kitchens thinking, can I afford this? And so the fact that they give you a free design and consultation service, that's amazing. And so having the designer come to your home, and then you get this three-dimensional picture drawn for you, and it doesn't cost you anything, and then you get an idea of how much it's going to cost if you actually go with them and install the kitchen. That's really cool, and I didn't even know that was even an option. And so that whole process made me realise that actually this is so much cheaper than I thought it was going to be, and relative to the value of our home as well. And I'd done quite a lot of research prior to that, thinking, that's right, I'll just put in a flat pack kitchen, you know, it'll be fine, it'll be really cheap, it'll be super cheap. Well, it turned out they're not so cheap, and then they come in thousands of pieces which you've then got to put together, when I could get the Kitchen Studio to do the whole thing for me for only a few $1,000s more. So at the end of the day, it was a false economy really, thinking that you're going to put in a cheap kitchen. I didn't want cheap and nasty. I wanted a kitchen that was timeless, that was going to last, and that has good follow-up backup service really.